entrepreneurs and visionaries. Welcome to another Monday Night Live training, where your journey to business success accelerates. Join us for insights, strategies, and tools to elevate your business while keeping your budget in mind. It's time to transform your passion into profit. Your host, Corey von Bill Costa, is about to take the stage. Get ready to be inspired and empowered. The future of your business starts now.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. I'm really excited, y'all. Oh my gosh. First of all, Sunday, I finally tapped back into my Sunday kind of reset. And it was a game changer. I forgot how good it feels on a Monday when I go into it well prepared, well prepped, mindset in check. I was like, oh my God, why did I ever stop this? But I remembered because I got sick. And when you get sick, you're in like survival mode. You're just trying to, do things. I know you guys get it. You're trying to just keep your head above water. And now it's like I had enough energy, even though I didn't do a full reset, I had enough energy to do enough reset that I got the payoff, right? I got the result of it today. I was ready to get up before dawn. I was like, oh, it's 5:30. In the past few weeks, I've been like 9 o'clock dragging myself out of bed. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, here we go. We're about to have a great, productive, amazing day. And it was a great, and it still is a great day. The day's not over yet because we still have our amazing Monday Night Live to go through. It's one of the highlights of my week. So I'm excited that you're here, whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay. I am so excited that you're joining us. All right. So I am just letting everybody know we're in here. And we're gonna get started. Let's see. There we go. Hitting all the buttons. And also I want to know if you're watching this, if you've been watching, let me know, what are you guys doing to reset, to refresh, to prep? Because I want to know. It has nothing to do with our topic today. I just want to know for my own personal reasons, because I know that Mondays can be tough. At one point we were trying to decide if we were even going to keep Monday Night Lives on Monday, because we were like, man, people, that's a long day, especially on the East Coast. Like, this is at 6 o'clock. They just finished work at 5, maybe just got home, took their shoes off, and I'm like, hop on the line with me. And so I get that it can be a lot, but I'm big on kind of setting intention. And so when you set intention to say that you're going to have a great day, oftentimes the universe will align with you so you can indeed have a great day. And I'm not saying that things don't pop up, because they do. There's always going to be obstacles, challenges, folks just trying to get on your nerves, but you can cultivate an amazing day, an amazing week, an amazing month, an amazing year if you set your mind to it and you stay consistent with your thoughts and actions. Look, and actions, let me throw that in there. All right, all right, we got it. Okay, just wanted to make sure that everybody knew we were here. But yeah, I just wanted to just kind of say that if anybody wants to know about my kind of Sunday reset situation, let me know. I'd be happy to talk more about it in a different video. I did, if you were on my personal Facebook earlier, I did talk a little bit about kind of all the things I was doing this morning, but I actually have a full thing that I do on Sundays to kind of just ensure that I'm going to be as productive as possible and kind of get all the big things that I know can get in my way out of the way before the week even starts. But anyway, thank you guys for joining our Monday Night Live. If you didn't know, every single Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are here wherever you're watching, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you're watching. We are here and in the building. And we do this because we want you, no matter what, to get to where you want to go in your business, right? Access should never be an issue. I totally understand the times we are living in. I am not a kind of coach that'll tell you to go out here and go broke, beg, borrow, and steal to get your business ahead. I want you just to start working, whether it's working with me, whether it's working by yourself, whether it's working with a different coach. I want you to start where you are, and eventually you will need support. And again, if it's with me, great. would love it. If it's for somebody else, I'm happy for you. But the point is, we got to get started. So these Monday Night Lives are a way for you to get the information you need to get the ball rolling. If you join us before, you know that we go into like understanding the topic, then we go into how to apply the topic, and then we go into how are you going to implement it in your business. That's the three prongs of every Monday Night Live. So don't just come up here and listen to my amazing voice and watch me look cute. I want you guys to grab your pen and paper, take notes, and make sure that you do the implementation steps at the end of every single Monday Night Live. And of course, if you don't mind, comment, like, share. Every business owner knows another business owner, so share this with someone who may benefit as well. Every single month, we kind of have a different theme. Last month, we worked a lot on branding. The month before, we were doing a lot of goal setting. And so this month, we're going to be tapping into some marketing, right? Because you guys are ready to make some sales. I get it. I know my clients are, they're like, we ready to get to the bag. And so we're going to talk a little bit about marketing. As a matter of fact, this week, we are talking about common mistakes small businesses make in their marketing. And we don't want you to do it. Like, why do you have to do it? We know it's a mistake. We know that it's common, that everybody's out here doing it. I don't want you to be one of those people. So that's what we're going to talk about today. But before we dive in, I'm like on 1,000, y'all. Somebody's gonna be like, that girl needs some medicine. But this is how I really am when I'm having a really great day. But anyways, before we dive in, if I didn't already introduce myself, who knows if I have, because I am just living on a high right now. But I am Corey Fonville Foster. I'm a speaker, trainer, business coach specializing in implementation. And I'm also the CEO and founder of iRock Marketable Business Solutions, which is a small business marketing firm based out of Virginia. But we service amazing coaches and consultants from coast to coast and up into Canada. And one of our goals this year is to become international. So yes, if that sounds interesting to you, if you're like, yeah, girl, I want to know more, you're in the right place. When it comes to iRock Marketable Business Solutions, we kind of have two prongs. We have a coaching side and a marketing side. We really believe in empowering our entrepreneurs. So on the coaching side, we have everything from courses to group coaching to one-on-one coaching to ensure that you get that personal touch you need to take your business from where you are now to where you want to be. And then on the other side of our business, we have the marketing side, because we know you're ready to get things done. So you can go over there, grab your logos, your websites, your landing pages, your email stuff, your VA services, and of course, your full social media support. So that just gives you a little bit about us in a nutshell. This isn't a selling type of talk. Again, I believe in giving value. So that's the only real sales part you're going to get. If you need us, we're here. Bottom line, if you need us, we're here. But what are we going to cover tonight? I told you we're going to talk about the common mistakes small businesses make in their marketing, but we're going to cover three main areas. We're going to, cover identifying common marketing mistakes that hinder small business growth, right? A lot of us are excited, especially early on, but we don't realize that we're making some pretty significant mistakes that are impacting our ability to grow our small businesses. Secondly, we're going to understand the fundamentals of conversion-focused marketing strategies. Some of you are marketing something, right? You're doing something. You're posting something, you're emailing something, but you're not doing it strategically, and it's not getting in front of the right audience, and it's not converting. And then 3, we're going to learn practical actions, actionable adjustments, I should say, to improve marketing results, because we're all about making progress, y'all. Even if you just take one tip out of this presentation, you'll be better off than you were before the presentation started. And if you're watching, definitely let me know. Tell me hello. I love knowing who's in the house. And also, if you have a question, comment, or concern throughout the presentation, whether you're watching it live or replay, drop it in the comment. I would love to interact with you. Some of you are shy. Y'all be DMing me. I still be responding. And then I'll also, at the end of the presentation, let you know how you can actually get on a call with me for free to dive more into the specifics of your business. All right, so I like to start these Monday Night Lives with really a question, because this isn't about me talking to you. This is about us learning and growing on this journey together. And so this is the first question we have for tonight. Are you putting in the work on marketing, but not seeing results you hope for, right? So maybe I'm going to pretend. Now, I know I'm going to lean in. I know some of you ain't doing the work, but for those who are, are you doing all the things that you can think of, but you're still not seeing the results you think you should be getting? Now, I don't remember what day this was. It might have been early today. It might have been on another talk. I talked about the understanding that we do have to be cognizant that the things we're doing today, we may not see the results for today, tomorrow. A lot of times it takes about 30 days or so for the work that we're doing now to really bear fruit. So keep that in mind. But if you are doing the work and maybe 30 days has come and gone and you're like, what the world? We probably have some work to do. There's probably a reason why you are not seeing the results. Or let's just be frank, if you're new in business, sometimes you have unrealistic expectations of the results you should see. I've had clients who've made no sales for months and months and months get with me, and they'll do one small piece of the puzzle, right, of their marketing, and then they'll be like, why am I not making $10,000? And it's like, wait, what? You was making nothing the other day. At least you made a couple dollars, and we got to grow. So we also have to be realistic about our expectations on what we can achieve at a specific time based on our marketing efforts as well. So keep that in mind. All right, so let's talk about why is marketing a challenge for small business owners? And I think there's a lot of reasons. Let's be clear. There's a lot of reasons, but marketing can feel like really just throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying to see what sticks. Sometimes you're just like, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, especially. And no offense to anybody who doesn't have a coach, but especially when you don't have a coach or a mentor, right? You may have come across a post and you're like, I'm gonna try that, right? You went to YouTube and you heard somebody else say something different. I'm gonna try that. You went to a conference and you tried something different. You read a book, you're trying something different. You're just out here trying all these things and getting discouraged because you're like, why aren't any of these things working? And the truth is that when you buy low ticket or free things, you're only getting a piece of the puzzle, right? And I don't know about you guys, but if you've ever just grabbed a piece of a puzzle for real, it doesn't have any kind of it's just colors, it's splotches. It doesn't have a full image on it. And oftentimes from that piece, you don't even have a clue what the puzzle looks like. And so you can't go around thinking that I'm gonna grab a piece from this puzzle, I'm gonna grab a piece from that puzzle, I'm gonna grab a piece from this puzzle, I'm gonna grab a piece from that puzzle, and somehow you're gonna get a full, complete puzzle. It's not gonna happen. These pieces are not gonna fit. And so, yes, oftentimes what I definitely know to be true is you're out here trying to piecemeal your business, and you're trying all these different things, sometimes not even giving those things enough time to again bear fruit, and you're frustrated because you're not seeing results. And I have to bust people's bubbles sometime and say, it's not that didn't work, right? Because they're like, oh, I worked with a coach before it didn't work, or I took a course before it didn't work. Oftentimes is you did not do a full program. You did not do all the things the way they said do it. You tried to do what you wanted to do, and that's why we didn't see the result. Or people will come to me and say, well, I've been posting. It's like, yeah, I see you've been posting. You hired somebody, and paid them $5 an hour to make some cute stuff for you. But I can glance at it and tell that it doesn't speak to a specific audience. I can glance at it and tell that it's not truly branded. I can glance at it and tell that there's no strategic plan behind it because you're not selling anything. It just looks cute. Right? And so we have to be honest about that and say, okay, why isn't our marketing working in the small business world? Now that's part of it. There's also, of course, let's just be honest, there's some financial things that can stunt us. There's some skill sets, some education, and then there's also lack of just strategy and things of that nature. So lots of components, but we're gonna dive in a little bit after this question. So let's do one more question, then we're gonna dive in. So do you know what might be sabotaging your particular business, right? Your efforts? Because I gave you some scenarios, but that might not be you. You might be like, girl, no, that ain't me. I'm doing all the things. I signed up. I did it just like they did it when they did ABC. I did ABC. Like, tell me. You can comment. I'd be happy to see it. But what do you think is sabotaging you? Right? Because some people probably say themselves. Right? We're really honest. Some of you are like, girl, it's really just me. It's me. Maybe you're just not being consistent. Right? It's just like, you should be doing, but you ain't doing it. That's actually probably the majority of my clientele. It's not that they don't know. It's that they are overwhelmed and or they just are like, for some reason, not actually implementing the strategy and being consistent with it. So we got to be honest sometimes. But what is sabotaging you in your business right now? All right, so let's talk about the common mistakes. We're gonna go over 5, right? And again, there can be many, many, many more, but we're going to talk about some common marketing pitfalls. So we're going to pretend that you guys are amazing business owners who, if you knew what to do and what not to do, you would make it happen. Right. So this is what we're going to pretend. So these are the 5 common mistakes that I'm sure you're not doing, but we're going to go over them anyway. So number 1, targeting everyone. I've had numerous clients, and I'm sure I will have many, many more to come, that I'll ask, who is your target audience? Who is this for? And they will say, everyone. And then I sigh, right? I just take a big exhale and I say, okay, no, right? Mistake number 1. There needs to be a clear audience focus, right? And really, there's just no excuse at this point, because if you put enough information about who you want to serve and what you do into AI, it'll spit back a nice client avatar for you that you can tweak. But you guys, no product out there is for everyone. Right. And nobody is trying to market to everyone. Like, think about Nike, right? It's a humongously big brand, but they are not marketing to every person, especially not in every campaign. They have different shoes. They have walking shoes. They got running shoes. They got like athletic, like specialty shoes for like baseball, all the things. They got some shoes for like the sneakerheads that just want to walk around and look cool. Like, there are different types of shoes for different people. And when you see a commercial, Nike's not like, just do it, everyone, right? Everybody, they don't just have pictures of everybody in their commercials, because they're not trying to get everyone. Everyone doesn't like sneakers. I personally don't like sneakers. And so we have to be cognizant of that. So if you are sitting here saying still in 2025 that everybody can get your product and you're going to market to everybody, you are already shooting yourself in the foot. Because I promise you, everybody doesn't want it. And even if everybody could possibly use it, it is not a good idea to try to market to them. Because I would say, think about yourself. You get up in the morning, maybe you don't, but I do. Get up and start scrolling on social media, right? There's tons of content out there. It's content overload. There's just so much. You are not going to stop scrolling until something connects with you, right? Maybe you're scrolling on TikTok and you see a cute cat video and you like cats. You'll stop. But maybe you're going through and you see somebody out deer hunting. If you don't care about deers, you're going to scroll past. It's not that, everybody couldn't, watch a deer video or eat deer meat, but it isn't everybody's cup of tea. So everybody isn't going to stop. So you need to really think before you even spend a marketing dollar, before you put out a post, who is your target audience? Right? Who are you trying to attract? And it needs to be as clear as one person. I always talk about my client avatar's name is Dakota. And I know about that girl. I know her, right? I know her. We go together. You need to be that clear. You need to know how old your target audience is. If the gender matters, what gender they are. Where do they shop? What are their thoughts? What keeps them up at night? What challenges are they facing? What are their pain points? What gives them pleasure? All the things. This will help you align your marketing to that specific group. Now, if other people decide to spend their coins with you, great. But you will actually catch more people by niching down than just keeping your business very general. All right. Number 2, inconsistent messaging. And we talked a lot about messaging last month when we were talking about branding. But if we're messaging over here for strong women and messaging over here for men in business and messaging over here for recent high school grads, it's like, who are we talking to? Who are we talking to? Now, I'm not saying that we can't diversify within our niche to service different clients. I see Maria up here. Maria does that amazingly. She has an overall company. I've talked about her before, Autism and Black, and she supports Black individuals who have children that have autism, or a loved one who has autism, or who have autism themselves, right? But then she subcategories, right? So she has an amazing event. I'm a plugger. You can throw your link in here. She has a lovely event called, I can't even think of the whole name, but it's for Black men and boys with autism. She has an event coming up, right? It's still the Black autism experience. However, it's a sub niche of her niche, and that's totally fine. right? That's why Maria getting her coins. That's totally fine. However, if we just said autism in general, or if we just said disability in general, look, Lakeisha's on it. Thank you for putting the link in there. They be on it. But yeah, if they were just saying autism in general, she wouldn't be able to track the people that she's really trying to talk to. If she said disabilities in general, we're not going to catch all the people we're trying to catch, right? So we have to be really clear about the people we want to serve and make sure that the messaging on all of our platforms is congruent with the people we're trying to attract. All right, number 3, poor content quality. Now, I can say this now because I didn't been paid, y'all. But back in the day when Corey was a baby entrepreneur, people actually did pay me, and I was making content and publisher. And I laugh about it now because you could not pay me, right, to try to create graphics in publisher. I don't know how I did it. I'm telling you, I try to, like, when I talk about it, I try to remember, like, how did I do that? I have no clue. I guess where there's a will, there's a way, and I figured something out because I was trying to figure this entrepreneur thing out. But sorry, I laughed and I lost my thought, but it was poor quality. I actually have some of the graphics in my portfolio. They won't see the light of day. They were bad, y'all. Now you have to remember, they were bad in relation to the time period. so I wasn't the only one making crappy stuff, but it was bad. It's almost like the equivalent. If you guys are familiar with Star Wars, if you see like the newer, like the new release type Star Wars where it's all amazing effects and it's just so cool, and you watch the old ones where you can see like the strings of the spaceships and stuff, it was that bad. Well, some of you in 2025 are still putting out poor content quality, right? You are putting out generic mess. A lot of you are using AI but not knowing how, so you're just throwing generic crap on a graphic, grainy photos, not caring about colors, not caring about images, not caring about anything, just throwing it up there and saying, oh, I posted something, right? We got to stop that. We have to realize that even though we're small businesses, we are still competing with a lot of other businesses, and people do care about quality, right? They care about consistency, but they also care about quality. I'm not saying things have to be perfect. However, they do need to be well done. And I know you can do it. And some of you have to realize too that maybe creating content isn't your thing, right? It actually isn't necessarily my thing. I have other people that do it now. I'm way better than I used to be. So let me plug that. But there are some amazing people out here that are affordable that can make you some great quality content. And I don't just mean quality in the look, but quality in the substance of it as well. All right. So we have to be cautious. If we're like, oh, I've been putting out posts, but you've been putting out crappy posts, or you've been putting out videos and you ain't doing nothing and it's a hot mess, then of course you're not attracting your target audience. All right. Number 4, no clear call to action. I've talked about this before when I had, a young lady I was talking to, and she asked me to kind of audit her system. And she was like, I'm doing all the things, but why aren't people buying? And it's because she didn't have a call to action. She was never asking people to buy. Right. And I'm just like, why? Why aren't you asking people to buy things? She's like, oh, yeah. And I get it, though. Right. A lot of us are not comfortable with selling. A lot of us feel like if we talk enough about the value that we bring, that people will just be like, oh, give me a reason to pay you. Like, I would love to give you some money. Tell me how I can do it. But nine times out of 10, you actually have to tell people like, hey, click here, buy this, do that. Here's the next step. And then they'll take action because, yeah, they may enjoy your content, but if they don't know you're selling anything, then why would they ask you to buy something? And we have to remember, too, change our mindset, selling a service. A lot of us are stuck in this idea that I don't want to ask them. What if they say no? What if they don't have enough money? Stop counting other people's pockets and ask them. You bring value, but if you never tell people how they can do business with you, they're probably not going to do it. So make sure you're not leaving money on the table. Ask people with clear call to actions and posts in emails, in person, anywhere you're doing business. Make sure you tell people the next step of how you can do business or collaborate or connect after the initial interaction. Number 5, this one is really important. And I think even some business owners who've been in business for a while and maybe even are making a little bit of money are struggling with this one, and that's ignoring your analytics. I tell you, no shade if you're watching this, but I told somebody this today. I said, you'd be surprised how many people will do the things I say, right? They'll go make this thing or make that thing, email sequences, post, all this stuff. And then they will never go back and look at their analytics. I'm like, how do we know if things are working? How do we know if things are improving? How do we know what areas we need to focus on if we're not looking at analytics? And I don't mean just looking at likes or follows or shares. There's way more to that. I'm also mostly caring about conversion. I tell clients all the time, you don't have to have hundreds or thousands of people following you. You just need to have people that are willing to pay you, right? Because it don't take a ton of people to make sure you're going to be all right. You just got to have the right people willing to pay you. And a lot of that looks at your analytics, saying, okay, who's been paying me? How much money does it cost me before they do pay me? How much do people spend with me on average? Like, there's so much data out there besides likes, follows, and shares. That's still great information to have, but guys, we got to dig deeper. We got to dig deeper if we really want to have sustainable, profitable businesses. So know your analytics and also use those analytics to make educated decisions and strategic plans for your business. All right, hopefully I didn't bust too many bubbles with that. That's why I only picked five common mistakes. All right, next question. Is your marketing designed to guide customers from interested to action? I get we want to lure people in. I like the idea of that, but eventually, right? Eventually, we want them to take some action. So make sure, yes, we can have content on any platform, right? That is introducing, is attracting, the people, but we also remember the know, like, and trust. We've talked about that a lot. The know, like, and trust basically means that, one, we got to get people to know you exist. Two, we got to build up trust and credibility so that they trust you and want to do business with you. And then three, we need to convert them. We need to ask them for the sale and actually get the money, right? So attract, build trust, and convert. When you are thinking about marketing your business, you need to think about these three things. I think what gets a lot of new business owners or they struggle with this area is because a lot of times we use the word funnel instead. We say, what is your sales funnel? What's your sales process? And people are like, done. They have checked out. They're like, I don't know what those words mean. Get away from me. And it's basic. Build know, build like, build trust. Build that attract, build that trust, convert them. Really, really simple. Especially when you're starting out, like you're just trying to get out here, you're trying to make some coin. You can always elevate this process and diversify it and add more channels to it, all the fun stuff. But when you're just starting or when you're really trying to be strategic for the first time, think about, how do people find out about your business, right? What are the different avenues? List them out. Right? Maybe you go to events. Maybe you have lead gen of some sort. Maybe you have like a lead magnet funnel or something like that. Maybe you go out and find your target audience on social media and DM them. Maybe you're using paid ads, whatever the case may be. But how do people initially connect with you and or your brand? Once they know that you're alive, right? That you exist. How do you then build relationship? That's all it is. I think we make this so complicated. How do you build relationship? Think about when you're meeting somebody that you might want to talk to one day, right? You meet them somewhere. Okay, you got some attraction. They look good. They smell good. They got a good game. But now you're going to go out on a few dates, right? You're going to see, let me see how you are in this environment. Let me see if you can hold a good conversation over dinner. Let me see if you can dance at a club, right? You're building relationship. You're building trust. And then you close the deal. Now, when it comes to dating, y'all know what that means. But for our purposes, we're going to convert. We're going to get them to sign on the dotted line, pay, and invest in themselves and in our businesses. That's the 3 steps. If you are not sure what those 3 steps look like in your business, it's time to go ahead, pull back the curtains on your business and dive in and get these things in place. Okay, simple as that. We're not going to go no deeper with that at all. So question to you. What small tweaks could you make that would cause a big difference in your marketing results? We talked about the common mistakes. We talked about, engaging with your audience through attraction, building trust, and converting. But what could you do out of that? What do you need to work on that can move your business forward? That's what I want to know. Again, I'm cool with comments. I'm cool with DMs because it never feels people do DM me. I'm like, y'all could just comment it, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, so I always tell you, this is the part taking strategy. Make sure you're taking your notes here. So, all right, 3 actions we can do. 1, oh no, Lakeisha was posting that. All right, thank you, Lakeisha, for that one. 1, you can refine your target audience. So we talked about you can't be for everybody, right? You cannot be for everyone. Your business cannot be for everyone. So you can refine your target audience, right? And I don't mean refine it in a month or two, like refine it today, tomorrow, next 24 hours, right? You can simplify your messaging, or if you're not trying to simplify it, you can focus it and make sure it's consistent on all platforms. Right? And then number 3, you can audit your call to actions. Look and see what call to actions or CTAs are people actually engaging with you on. So are they booking calls? Are they grabbing freebies? Are they commenting? Are they liking, subscribing, sharing, whatever the case may be? Let's find out. Are they engaging in polls? What call to actions are doing well? And guess what? Do more of them. We do not need to make this rocket science. We just need you to implement, look at what you're doing, look at what's working, do more of that, see what's not working, do less of that. That's how we're going to do it. We're going to keep it pretty simple there. All right, so we've gone over identifying the common marketing mistakes. We understand how conversion works, right? That know, like, and trust. And then you got some practical action steps. We talked about refining that target audience, making sure that messaging is clear and congruent across all platforms, and then really looking at those call to actions to make sure we are converting and that we're telling people what their next steps are. So I always tell people you got a challenge for the week. Right? If you don't do nothing else, this is your challenge. So this week, choose one area, whether it's targeting, messaging, or call to actions, and make one strategic adjustment. A lot of people will write down a bazillion things they're going to do and do none of it. I want you guys to do at least one of those things. Right? And then share with me. I would love to know. Don't be afraid. Like, hit me up. I'm a real person and be like, girl, thank you for that. I really looked at my target audience and niched down more, or I realized I haven't been putting no call to actions on my posts. Thank you. I went back and made sure that from now on, I'm going to put a call to action in each post or email that I do. Like, I want to hear about that. And if you're sitting here saying, I need a lot of help, okay? No judgment, right? We listen and we don't judge. If you're sitting here saying, I need a lot of help or I want strategic help, that's what we're here for, right? So you can grab the link here and reach out to us. Book a call. Is completely free. Our goal is to sit down with you, listen to where you're trying to go, where your business is now, and give you action steps, tools, and resources to get you to that place. That's it. Again, we don't make it complicated. We do a lot of customization because we know that there is no business like your business. So definitely feel free, book a call with us. It's a Zoom with me, not nobody else. And we're going to talk and we're going to get to the bottom of why your business is not growing like you want it to. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this Monday Night Live. Remember, we are here every single Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for these amazing talks, whether you're watching us live or replay. Always remember to engage because we're trying to build that know, like, and trust with you as well. But guys, that is it for today. Remember, I rock, you rock, we all rock. And I will see you guys next time.
Are you a service-based small business owner, juggling multiple roles and constantly racing against the clock? Make iRock Marketable Business Solution your trusted business partner in achieving business success. We understand the unique challenges you face in managing your business. That's why we offer a range of virtual assistant services tailored just for you. Our virtual assistants are skilled, dedicated, and ready to lighten your workload. Imagine having a partner who can handle your social media management, data entry, and travel plans. Picture a team that creates engaging video content for your audience. Think about never worrying about administrative tasks again. With iRock, you don't just save time, you gain peace of mind. Our virtual assistants are like an extension of your business, allowing you to focus on what you do best. Join the countless small business owners who have elevated their businesses with our VA services. Ready to take the next step towards business success? Discover how we can make your business journey smoother. Unlock the full potential of your business with iRock Marketable Business Solutions.